Hi, Shaliek. How are you doing?
I'm great. How you doing?
Wonderful. Welcome to Iconic Chronicles magazine and 89.5 FM.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, man, you know that song, Bring Back the Past, that is a huge tune. I was just amazed listening to it.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. I'm glad you were moved. When I first heard it, when I first heard the track, I was moved too. So I just hope that everyone will be as moved as I was. And so far, it's so good.
You know, that song is huge. Like, it has Grammy written on it. It has, like, Adele status. I mean, I was totally...
Oh, yeah.
Totally...
That's what I like to hear.
Totally blown away, especially coming from a male vocalist. And you don't hear too many brothers singing tracks like that.
Yeah, I mean, Sam, that's my thing. Like, I listened to a lot of big voices back in the day, you know, like real singing.
Right.
And I studied their voices. I mean, and it was male and female vocalists, so anywhere from Donny Hathaway and Sam Cooke to Anita Baker, Whitney Houston, or Aretha Franklin. Like, I studied just different voices, and I've always been intrigued with just, like, you know, just big voices and powerful singers. So that's where I get my style from.
Oh, man, and those are definitely some great people to study. Now I know where it comes from.
Yeah.
So coming up in the Bronx, what was that like, man?
Oh, man, the Bronx, you know, the Bronx is the Bronx, you know. It's my home, you know, and we lived in a pretty, you know, my family, my grandmother lived in the projects. I spent a lot of time over there, and then my mother, we lived in a tenement building, and we lived in a pretty rough neighborhood growing up. You know, I would hear gunshots and gang violence and stuff like that. So that's part of the reason why maybe majority of the reason why she moved. She moved us, and we went down south to South Carolina because of the violence and just a rough neighborhood and rough situations and stuff. So, and then she wanted better education for us. So we wanted to move south and continuing, you know, down there.
Now, how was that transition going down south?
It was a bit slower, you know. I was really bored at first, you know. New York, you know, everything is moving fast paced, you know, and I miss my friends and, you know, my cousins and everybody I grew up with. So it was pretty hard in the beginning, but, you know, of course, you know, you get used to it and you kind of fall into the pace of things.
Right. Well, you know, I'm also learning that you won multiple times at the Apollo, and that's huge.
Time at the Apollo, yeah.
You didn't get snagged by the Sandman. That's awesome.
No, I didn't get snagged by the Sandman. I said, man, you better not come out here. No, but you know, I was a little nervous in the beginning because, you know, the whole situation of Apollo, you know, you can get food and the Sandman comes out and, you know, it's on TV and Paris. And so I kind of had my reservations about it. But you know, I did it. You know, my family was like, you know, you definitely should do it. You know, it'll be a big chance for you to go out there and, you know, get a lot of exposure. You know, so I went and I took my chances and I wound up winning. I sang not Sam Cooke, a Stevie Wonder song. And I wound up getting a standing ovation, won first place. And things kind of pretty much started picking up from there.
Yeah, picking up. I mean, talking about working with Alicia Keys, Michael Cox, the Underdogs, and of course Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Yeah, I think things did start picking up.
Yeah, picked up.
So how'd you link up with Alicia and those other cats?
Well, I got signed to a production company, and then through a production company, I met the people from Universal Records that gave me a development deal. And, you know, they gave me about 3 or 4 months to work on a demo, and I recorded a demo, I turned it in, they loved it, and it turned into a major record deal. And from there, they just started just calling everybody, you know, the who's who of producers and songwriters. And Alicia Keys was one of the first people they called, and she, you know, we met each other, we kicked it off right away, the vibe was great, and, you know, we wrote 2 songs. So actually, she wrote it. And, you know, I put in my little 2 cents here and there, but I let her pretty much take the lead because, you know, she's really Keys, you know what I'm saying? But she was really, really, really cool to work with, and she, you know, she asked for input and stuff like that, so it was great to collaborate with her. You know, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, the same, you know, same situation. These guys are Grammy-winning producers, they're superstars, so for me to be working with them was just like, wow, I was amazed.
Yeah, that's simply amazing right there, and what a dream come true. And then, you know, you had some obstacles come your way with the team. Share with us about that.
My production company, we started bumping heads. A lot of things started going on behind the scenes, and I didn't feel like I was being treated fairly as an artist. And, you know, a lot of things went down, and I tried to, talk to the label about it, but, you know, as an artist, top of the production company, you can't really speak directly to the label. You have to go to the production company. So the relationship kind of got strained, and I just started being rebellious as an artist, and I didn't want to work anymore. I just felt like, you know, if I'm going to be treated unfairly in this situation, I'm just not going to do anything. And it resulted in me getting dropped from the label. And that's the chance I took, you know, and I said, you know, I'd rather not do this at all than do this and walk into this and, you know, be taken advantage of. And so I just decided to just start songwriting. And I said, eventually I'm going to, you know, if it's left to be, I'm going to be an artist again. And here I am.
That's what's up, and that's really inspiring to artists. You know, so many times they put projects together and something happens with the team, and then they kind of get depressed. And, you know, when you're a talented individual, you use a lot of your emotions to deliver your material. So when there's a disruption on the inside, it really affects you physically as far as being on your game plan.
It does, because I was distracted. You know, I wasn't inspired anymore. I wasn't in my element, you know, so as far as performing places and, you know, delivering to the studio, I wasn't able to do that anymore because I was unhappy as an artist. So yeah, it really does have a lot to do with, you know, how you perform, you know, and how you deliver.
How did you pick yourself back up and continue?
I would have to say, just people praying for me, my grandmother praying for me, my mother praying for me, my friends encouraging me, picking me back to the point where I was, and just picking me up to the point that I was, and just good energy, you know, just people just really behind me and just really believing in me, even when I didn't believe that I could do it again. You know, I just had people, you know, that said, nah, man, you're an artist, man, you know, it's great that you're a songwriter, you're doing your songwriting thing behind the scenes, but man, you're a star, you need to be in the limelight, you know, and enough people told me that, and I started, like, really seeing it again, like, man, you know, y'all are right. And I just started, you know, seeing what I can do over on this side. So I just started singing again. I started performing again. I started telling everybody that I wanted to be an artist again. And, you know, I just had so much support, you know, when that day came.
Yeah, because it'd be a shame to let a voice like yours not be heard, man. The industry needs it. People need it as individuals. I mean, it's really, there's a space for you in the market, and you have a talent where you can just get on stage and go a cappella and entertain people, and that's a quality that has been lost in the game.
Oh man, I appreciate that. I'm definitely excited about this aspect of music. You know, and I feel like for a long time, soul music was kind of lost. You know, and I feel like it's coming back, and people really want to hear voices, and people actually just, like you said, just stand up there with no music and, you know, being able to actually deliver a song. You know, that day in the music, you know, game kind of like was gone, but it's coming back. I feel it's coming back. I definitely do.
Yeah. And so with you being back on track, you linked up with a world-renowned executive, Mr. Ruben Rodriguez. Man, that's huge.
Huge. It's huge. And I've only been with him for about a year, and in such a short amount of time, I'm seeing my song just on the chart. I'm like in the same category with Mariah Carey and Chris Brown and all of these superstars have been there for years, you know, and with these millions of fans and millions of records. So I'm right up there with them on the radio chart. So it's just amazing to see, you know, what he's done in such a short amount of time with a great record, you know, because it takes everything. It takes a good leader. It takes a good. Let me stop that. It's a great leader. It takes a great record, and it takes a lot of hard work. You know, so I think those combinations came together, and you know, we're doing it.
Do you have any performances coming up?
Yes, I do. I just had one at BB King's this past Friday with my brother, Lloyd Banks.
Wow.
Opening for him, yes. I'm pretty much on doing spot dates with him. He's on tour. and doing spot days with them. So our next show is in D.C. actually this Saturday in Washington, D.C. So we're going to be at Hollywood Theater. And then I got a whole bunch of shows coming in August and September. So what I'm telling people to do is follow me on my Facebook. It's www.facebook.com/official Shaliek, SHALIEK. And we'll be putting updates up, man, and keeping everybody up to speed with everything.
For sure. Thank you very much, and we're going to put your song on this Thursday in the rotation, and we'll be staying in touch with you, bruh.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for having me and talking to me and getting to know me. That's what's up.
For sure. Blessed love.